Winter season is finally here and we have some nice pre-built gaming PC discounts. However, do keep in mind that if you don't have enough PC knowledge, you might end up picking the wrong system with cheap components and bottlenecks, which can often lead to stutters. Given that on this channel we tested many different pre-built gaming PCs in the past few years, I will give you specific gaming PC recommendations for every resolution. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which PC you should buy for your budget and your needs. We'll go through budget machines for solid 1080p gaming, the best price to performance ones for 1440p, and then the most high-end, most expensive 4K systems out there. All the links to these computers will be down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. If you are searching for the best price to performance deal and you have around $1,000 to spend and you have either a 1080p monitor or a 1440p one, then I highly recommend you getting this Skytech Nebula. This PC right here has the Nvidia RTX 5060 Ti 16GB model, so you have plenty of VRAM, and this is one of the best value GPUs in the entire market. In fact, you can run the most high demanding games out there at 1080p resolution, high to ultra settings, and achieve very smooth performance, and I mean well over 100 FPS on average. Now, if you jump up to 1440p, you can also achieve smooth performance at around 80 plus FPS in high demanding games. You also get an i5 processor, which will be perfect if you want to play esports shooters like Fortnite, Valorant or CS2, so feel free to go with a 240Hz refresh rate monitor if you really want to compete in these types of games and you want a high refresh rate experience. You also get a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, which is going to be pretty nice, and you can always upgrade to 2TB down the line if you need more storage, and you get plenty of airflow because you get 4 pre-installed RGB fans inside of this case, and you also get an aftermarket CPU cooler for you not to worry about CPU or GPU temps. Now, Skytech is still running an extended holiday discount season, so the price will be $1,150, but you also get a double discount code you will find down below in the video description box, so the total price will be around $1,000. This is a great price, once again, if you want the best price to performance system for high demanding games at 1080p or 1440p resolution and you are looking for the best deal. Now, if you are looking for the best value 1440p system, so you have a 1440p monitor and you want to play the latest, most high demanding games out there, I'd recommend you getting the Omen 35L. This PC right here has the RTX 4070 Super graphics card, which is actually very similar compared to the RTX 5070, so you will be achieving very smooth performance when it comes to 1440p, and I mean around 100 FPS on average in high demanding games on high to ultra settings. You can also use this system for 1080p if you want to absolutely max out 1080p resolution and achieve the highest frame rates out there at a very decent price. Then you get an AMD Ryzen 5 processor alongside 32GB of RAM, which is very nice to have considering that RAM prices right now are an absolute mess, so having 32GB is going to be ideal not only for gaming but also for content creation and productivity work. Now, when it comes to esports games, you can expect 240 plus FPS on average competitive settings at 1440p, so feel free to go with a 1440p 240Hz monitor, and I really like the design of the Omen 35L. It looks pretty clean, you have RGB fans, and you can control everything from the Omen software, so overall you will be having an amazing gaming experience with this 35L. Now, the total price will be $1,230, which is definitely one of the best price to performance 1440p systems out there. And by the way, you can also play at 4K 60 plus FPS on average if you are using the right settings depending on the game. If you are either looking to max out 1440p resolution, meaning that you want to play the most high demanding games out there, or you're looking for the best price to performance 4K system, so you want to play at 4K but you do not want to spend over $1,500, I highly recommend you getting the Skytech O11 Vision. This PC right here has the AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT graphics card, which is the fastest one from AMD, and it will allow you to play any game that you want either at 1440p maxed out settings, even with ray tracing enabled in most games, or if you want to play at 4K high to ultra and you want to achieve 80 plus FPS on average. Really strong performance from the 9070 XT in any type of game really, and you get a Ryzen 7 7700 processor, which is a very power efficient one that will allow you to play at 360 plus FPS on average when it comes to esports games, so feel free to go with a 360Hz monitor refresh rate. You also get 32GB of DDR5 memory, which is a huge plus. As I said before, inside of this system, you also get a 360mm liquid cooler, which is going to be amazing for CPU temps and overall aesthetics. And as I said before, Skytech is running their extended holiday season deals, so the price will be $1,600, but after you apply the double discount codes that you will find down below in the video description, the price will be around $1,450, possibly $1,400 if you use your email for an extra discount as well. And let me tell you, $1,400 for a PC like this one is a total steal in the pre-built PC market. Do keep in mind that if you're watching this video and these deals are not there anymore, I will be updating them for you to get the best deal by the time you're watching this. And if you prefer Nvidia graphics cards over AMD, I do recommend you getting the Skytech Gaming Assure 3 Plus. This PC will be once again perfect if you want to max out 1440p or if you want a price to performance 4K system for under 2,000 bucks. Now you get the RTX 5070 Ti, which is one of the fastest GPUs in the entire market from Nvidia, and you will be achieving really high frame rates when it comes to 1440p, and I'm talking about 120 plus FPS on average in the most high demanding games out there on high to ultra settings, and over 80 FPS if you want to play at 4K. But since you get an Nvidia GPU, you get a better level of ray tracing performance, and you get DLSS as the upscaling technology, which is usually slightly better than FSR from AMD. You also get 32 gigs of RAM, a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and a 360mm liquid cooler. So overall, you get once again a very complete system that goes for $1899. Now the price is not as great as the Skytech system with the 9070 XT. So if you're looking for the best pure price to performance, I do recommend you going with the O11 Vision. But if you are willing to spend the extra and go with Nvidia, then I do recommend you going with the Assure 3 Plus. You also get an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor, which is actually one of the best CPUs out there when it comes to productivity work, content creation, and gaming at the same time. And if you're looking for a high-end deal, 4K high to ultra settings, and you want to achieve really high performance, I highly recommend you getting the King 95 PC. This PC right here has the Nvidia RTX 5080, which is the second fastest GPU in the market after the RTX 5090, and you are getting a 4K ultra experience at around 90 plus FPS on average on high to ultra settings in the most high demanding games out there, alongside a Ryzen 7 processor, so you will be maxing out esports shooters as well. You also get a 360mm liquid cooler. The aesthetics of this system are top tier in my opinion. You get 32 gigs of RAM for that sweet streaming, and you get 2TB of Gen 4 SSD, so that's plenty of storage. The total price for this system is 2,400 bucks, but after applying the double discount that you will find down below in the video description, it will be under $2,200, and this is by far the best deal with the RTX 5080 because usually gaming systems with this GPU go for at least 2,500 bucks on the cheap side. And if you just don't care, you just want the best performance and you're looking for the best 4K system with the fastest graphics card out there, I do recommend you getting the Omen 45L. This one right here has the Nvidia RTX 5090, which is the fastest graphics card in the entire market, and you will be able to max out any game or just any program that you want to use. Not only that, but you get an Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, which is going to be ideal if you want to do some type of professional content creation. On top of that, you get 64 gigs of RAM, which is an insane amount. So this is the ultimate gaming and content creation system that you can get with a discount. Now, you also get 2TB of SSD, and the price will be 3,850 bucks by the time of filming. So you end up with around a 20% discount, which is actually pretty nice. And usually 5090 systems go for at least $4,500. So this is definitely cheaper than other 5090 PCs. And also do keep in mind that down below in the video description, you will find two bonus systems. One of them is going to be the best budget system for under $1,000 in case you have less than $1,000 and you want to play at 1080p on high to ultra settings. And then the other system will be the best price to performance esports shooters PC. So if you want to play games like Counter-Strike 2, Valorant, Fortnite, these types of games, high FPS, but you don't want to break the bank, that PC will be definitely the best one for you. And if you are willing to build a PC yourself, I made a complete video talking about the best price to performance PCs that you can build right now for every resolution, 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. You will find that video in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.